Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a Reddit story. A true Reddit story. A sleep paralysis Reddit story. Written by TheStevieGames. So without further ado, let's get into it. My first sleep paralysis story. Written by TheStevieGames. I don't remember the exact date. I'm pretty sure it was March of 2018. I was 12 years old, 7th grade. At the time, I was obsessed with scary stories online, especially ones about sleep paralysis. I'd listen to them before bed, read about shadow figures, footsteps, people standing at the edge of the bed. I remember thinking it was terrifying, but I never thought it would actually happen to me. Before I woke up, I was dreaming. At least I think I was. I was playing Counter-Strike, except it didn't feel like a game. It felt real. I was holding a gun, shooting targets. Then, everything went black. Just for a second. When I opened my eyes again, I wasn't in the game anymore. I was standing on the main road that leads into my neighborhood. Except, the road was gone. Just dirt. The houses on my street weren't normal either. They were small, perfectly square, 2-story box houses. And in front of every single one, there were elderly people, standing perfectly still, reading newspapers, no one looking up, no one speaking. At the entrance of my neighborhood, the sign that normally had the full name only read, Brooke G. The rest had crumbled off. Then I was somewhere else, my normal morning bus stop. Everything looked fine, completely normal. I was standing there, looking at my phone, and then a bush that is not normally there screamed at me. Not rustling, not moving, it screamed. And the worst part, I remember thinking that was normal. So I screamed back. We went back and forth, screaming at each other, until I woke up, and the scream was still echoing in my ears. I was in my bed, facing the wall, wide awake, but I couldn't move. Not my arms, not my legs, nothing. At the time, I didn't know what sleep paralysis was supposed to feel like. I just knew something was wrong. I lay there, completely still, for about 5 minutes or so. It was total silence. Then, I heard it. Heavy boots, walking in my living room. Slow and deliberate. Outside my room is a hallway, bathroom on the left, my parents' room at the end, and to the right, the door that leads into the living room. The footsteps moved into the hallway. Then, into my parents' room. That's when I remembered. My dad was out of town. It was just me, my mom, and my 7-year-old brother. The walking started again. Coming down the hallway, towards my door. I couldn't move. My door opened, slowly. Something walked inside, heavy steps across my floor. It stopped at the side of my bed, and just stood there, staring at me. I closed my eyes, started to pray. I'm not even religious, but it was the only thing I could think to do. I just kept thinking, if I don't move, if I look asleep, maybe it'll go away. It felt like hours. It probably wasn't, but it felt like it. Eventually, I tried to roll over, slowly, keeping my eyes closed, pretending. When I opened them, nothing was there. My room was empty. The clock read 4:14 a.m., and the first thing I thought was, dang, I've got school tomorrow. I slid out of bed quietly, grabbed a decorative wooden oar my mom had hanging on the wall, and stepped into the hallway. The living room light was on. That wasn't normal, especially when my dad wasn't home. I checked the bathroom, empty. Then I sprinted into my mom's room. I put the oar down and shook her awake. Mom, I think someone's in the house. My voice started breaking, because in that moment, I wasn't sure if I'd imagined all of it. She got up calmly. We checked the house together. Every room, Every corner. Nothing and no one. The doors were locked. Windows closed. Everything normal. I went back to bed, relieved, telling myself it was just a dream. Just sleep paralysis. Nothing more. I've never had another experience like that since. And honestly, I'm glad. Because even now, what bothers me the most isn't the dream. It isn't the screaming bush. It isn't even being frozen in bed. It's the sound of those boots, walking, with weight, with intention, like someone who knew exactly where my room was. And I still can't explain why the living room light was on. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. Please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more horror stories like this one. If you want to see the original Reddit post and story, I'll link it in the description down below. Until next time, keep your lights on.